Good afternoon, team. It's Sunday, weekend video for the members. I'm gonna make this really quick because really there's nothing new under the sun for this weekend. We still in this little box that we've been trading in. Um, we're getting a little bit of a momentum here, but we're still going sideways. If you notice here, like back in September, we just been basically in this little area right here. The moving averages are we're stacked to the downside as we've been selling off, and then as we've been going sideways, they've been getting this little spaghetti feeling where like it's consolidation. And then it seems to be a little bit of a turn to the upside. If you look at it, the 34 needs to still get above the 50, but the 21 just crossed over the 55. But we still have the 84, the longer term, upside down. So all these guys right here need to still trend higher. Put a little trend line here and give me an alert. This moves. This is the S&P. So we basically just been going sideways. We've been consolidating. On a higher higher highs and lower lows. But if you notice, this trend is it's higher. Put one here. So within this consolidation, we've been stepping up little by little. So all these guys, this trend line has to hold, maybe go sideways for a little bit. We still have the 200 that is on top of our head, up here somewhere. Somewhere up here is the 200. So we still have a while to go before we start getting into a power trend scenario. Let me look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is kind of the same thing. I do this trend line here, but been going higher. We're still consolidating this little prior resistance here, and then here, and then here. We're consolidating. We kind of peaked our head above it, but we came back inside of it again. So this number, that's 11,285 range. We're at 11,146. We need to clear basically this 84, and then get our moving averages all stacked up, going to the top side. So again, there's a lot of work to do. We are coming into a seasonality of positive trending, um, but normally the beginning of December it's not too bullish because you start getting people with losses for tax losses, actually selling and realizing their losses for the year. And then we have the Santa Claus rally, which starts the 23rd of December all the way to the 2nd of January. So there might be a little bit of a rally there. We shall see. If we maintain this trend, that might hold true. You might have a little sell off here somewhere, maybe a couple hundred points or more. Even if you go way down here to inside of 1100, it's still going to be a higher low. You're going to break this one, but the trend still will hold. And then maybe after December 1st, we have a couple of weeks in consolidation. You might break down and then have that little rally. And I don't foresee us getting much higher than maybe like 1250, which again, a couple hundred, 300 points, maybe even up here to the previous Fibonacci retracement of 61.8, which is about 12,550, 12,500. So again, there's a lot of climbing to do. The overall trend is still down. Okay, we're still going down. So just be careful. This is showing a squeeze that is kind of it fired on this day right here. We're showing some momentum here. So we're in a fourth day. Usually they last about 8 days. So we might see a little bit more of an uptrend. But even if we get back up to this level here, 11.5, we're in 11.1. That's 400 points. 400 points is a nice little rally. But that doesn't really get us out of this box. We're still in this box. So nothing really has changed. It's just been going sideways. That's why I've been selling premium on top, selling premium on the bottom, and just collecting revenue that way. This last couple of months, that's been working out pretty good. I sent you the list. Really, it's the same things. Energy is still working. Don't buy extended stocks. The only one stock that I have that I took a little, and again, I bought it just to kind of get myself a feel for the market to see, kind of give me feedback of what's going on. CVI, a couple hundred shares, nothing really major. I saw a little open up this. I saw a little a squeeze, starting here from this day. It went red for like a day and a half, and then it started turning yellow again, and it kind of started momentum started building higher. So this is a positive moment. This is positive divergence kind of. Let me try to close this. Sorry about this. Okay, here we go. So again, we've just been consolidating, right? The EMAs are stacked. I got myself. I'm adding another 100 shares if we kind of stay, in the $40 range. I bought some. This day actually. I bought it this day when I saw this little hammer candle, and I saw the beginning of the day go down, and then once I had an order, a buy order, right about 39, 38. I think it's like 38.85. I bought my shares where it crossed back above the 21. Again, I'm not buying below the 21. I'm not buying above the 8. Okay, so this is my sweet spot, as you guys know, in a squeeze. So once I saw this, and I saw it come back up above the 21, I picked up some shares, and then a little loose stop, but again, I have a good cost base. That's why entries is very important. I have a good cost basis, so I'm only basically risking $1. If it breaks Friday's low, 37.78 around there, and I have a 37.85, so about $1.10 I'm risking to potentially get back up here to the 41, 42 range, somewhere up here. If you go that range, I'm basically risking one to make two and a half. Not the greatest ratio. Ideally you want three to 1 to 3, 1 to 5. But again, this market is not giving you anything. There's really nothing going on. So I'm not trying to force a trade, but this is working. I have a squeeze. It's getting back up over the 21. I got in. I see a blue momentum bar. I see a blue bar, light blue bar. That means momentum is picking up. It kind of kissed the 21 here, came back upside. So another thing is I have like multiple squeezes. If I go to the 30 minute, I have a nice long squeeze in the 30 minute on the positive side. So this is also turning to the upside, and the EMAs, if you notice, they're just beginning to get stacked up, and I'm getting some momentum to the top side. So that gave me a little bit of a good feeling, confidence to get in here. The 1 hour. The 1 hour, same thing. It's kind of going up. EMAs are stacked up. I have going from 0 to above the 0 line, and then I'm getting the really tighter squeeze bubbles, which is you only get it in the Pro, which is the yellow. The black and the yellows are only showing up on the Pro. You won't get this on your regular free one. You only get the reds. So that means that the red already fired, and now we're even going to the gold, which is even more rare, to get. So it means you get a more powerful move. So once you get that, once I saw this, and hey, this looks promising, and the 15 minute, same thing. It's getting above this little prior resistance, consolidating, stacked DMAs. I have a squeeze also in the 15 minute, and then this one bar turned light blue, which is like momentum is picking up. So again, I have a lot of signs that are telling me that this could shoot up a little bit. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know how long, but I'm only risking $1.10 to make possibly 2.5 or so. Again, like I said, not the greatest setup, not ideal what I want to get into, but there is literally nothing else I saw that I want to buy at this point. So all I'm doing is studying premium. Also, I have no buy signals. Let me go into the 5 minute. Sorry, to the 5 minutes, I can see them all. I have no buy triggers. My big three indicator are all neutral. When I see a green here is when you see a buy signal. I have squeezes on these time frames: the 2 hours, 60 minute, 30 minute, 50 minute, a daily. So I have multiple day squeezes. But I don't have a buy signal. So that's really the only kind of down, negative kind of thing where I want to also have a buy signal before I get in. But again, I saw the multiple day squeezes. I saw momentum turning. So let me give it a shot. Again, low risk scenario. So I tell you guys, Just right now for me, selling premium is what's been working. Because we've been going sideways, up and down, up and down. You take advantage of the updates, you take advantage of the down days, or even within the days, intraday you have swings. I mean, the XSP, which is my vehicle of trading, this is the daily. I have an ATR of 7.8, so that's roughly 8 points. The market, the S&P moves 77 points, 77. So that's what it is. 77.7, and the SSP is 77.8, which is basically 77.7 at 10th. So the XSP is 1/10 of the S&P. So it's really the same movement. I'm getting the same thing. If you look at the SPY, the ATR and the SPY is 7.9. So it's the same thing. Okay. The SPY, the XSP is the same thing. It's the 1/10 of the SPX, which is the S&P 500. And again, I explained before, the reason why I trade the XSP and not the SPY or the SPY is because the SPY is an ETF and I can get early assignment. The XSP, I cannot get early assignment. It's cash settled, so that means that if it goes against me, I have time. I won't get early assignment. I won't get blindsided by now me owning shares that I don't want to own, or getting bought out or put to me any stock that I want to get put to me. And again, I got more favorable tax scenario where I got a 60-40 long-term, short-term split where you don't get that on the SPY. I think I covered that before. Basically, what I was saying, there's about an 8-point move intraday. I mean, 3 or 4 point move on this. If I'm selling something up here 5 points higher at like 80 cents, and I get a 3-point drop during the day, that 80 cents quickly becomes 35 cents, 40 cents. I just made 50% of my money. I close it out. I have 10 contract. That's $400. Boom, it's done. And you go down here, you sell down here, you get another 1 or 2 points to the upside. And as time goes throughout the day, I have theta decay. So I sell another 80 or 75 cents, 70 cent vertical down here. It goes up $1 or $2, and then during the day I have theta decay. I get another 20, 30, 40 cents here. I'm picking up 45 here. I'm picking up 30 here. It's a 70-cent day. I have 10, 20 contracts. That's a $1,400 day. That's not bad. That's basically what I've been doing. Just my bread and butter. Just kind of move the goalpost as the thing moves. I sell here. It comes back inside. I close it out. I sell here. It moves back again. I close it out. I sell here. Just kind of keep going back and forth throughout the day. Just dancing with the market. The market goes up, I sell up. The market goes down, I sell down. Now, if I see a big sell-off, I'm not going to jump in front of it. I have other indicators and other time frames that I look at, and I wait until I see it stop going down, and then I sell lower, and that kind of thing going up. I don't want to get in front of a freight train. But just basically little just into like what I'm doing with the XSP, because everything else is just not working, and we're not trending. Once we do, then we gotta get bigger lists, and then we're gonna get more setups, and we're gonna get more squeezes, and then we're gonna all that's gonna be working fine. We will get there. Just trust me, we will get there. We're just not there yet. Okay? So don't force any trades. Good luck, and I'll be talking to you guys throughout the week.